Hello, Cruzencanadians here. We are back from Disney.
Woohoo! Home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on.
What's that sound?
The sound of quietness.
Silence.
The sound of silence.
The sound of silence. So prior to our Disney trip, we did record a video of our fears, our expectations, and things like that, and what we thought Disney was going to be like. And we're here to kind of talk about what we experienced.
It was very surprising, shocking.
From our Disney trip. So, number one, initially we were talking about our fears and our thoughts of actually going on this Disney cruise, because we had never been on we haven't been on a ship like that. That's catered to kids.
Well, we were on Carnival before, but we had kids that was many years ago.
So what we learned is Disney is a cult.
Yep.
If you have ears. I guess initially, so let's start off with the boarding process. So we initially flew in the day before the cruise, like we always do. We stayed at the Disney All-Star Resort. And
very nice. Very nice hotel.
Yeah, it was good. It was just a budget-friendly kind of hotel, and there was lots to do and lots of amenities too. So
yeah, and it was close to the other Disney locations, as in Disney Springs, which we went to.
Yeah, we also did that.
Loved it there.
Yeah, we'll do a separate video on that. But so we bought the transfers from Disney, and that was very good. I think that was worth the money.
Smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 45-minute bus ride, but very, very smooth. And they play videos, Mickey Mouse, of course, and Mickey Mouse trivia for their whole entire trip. One thing to notice, though, it is the same video going down and coming back.
As it is coming back. I'm like, aren't we going to see a movie or something?
So it's the exact same trivia questions, same shows, same Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. But they picked up our luggage at the room itself, so that was nice. We only had to deal with just our carry-on, which was was really good. We were able to bring 2 bottles of wine in your carry-on, and we brought a 6-pack of beer.
Yeah.
So that, by the end of the trip, I had to I had to drink it really quickly because I hadn't drank anything. But yeah, so we found that the transportation was really, really good. And I would definitely do the transportation by them again.
Yeah, it's too easy. No stress, no worries. You just hop on the bus.
Hop on the bus and away you go.
Yeah.
So boarding, what were our thoughts on boarding?
I thought it was pretty smooth. There was really no issues there. We had to wait a little bit, but that's expected, I guess.
Yeah. It was really crowded in the upstairs in the terminal. That's the other thing, too. They called you by groups, and we had group 6. And once they called your group, I guess it goes slow because they announce everybody who gets on the ship by family name and stuff like that. So I think that's where the lineup came.
Yeah, I never thought about that. That's probably why, because they have to introduce everybody, the so-and-so family, so-and-so.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, though, when they announced her name.
Yeah, that was actually the first time that's happened.
Yeah. When we got on the ship, my initial impression was wow, the atrium or the piazza area, it was beautiful. The chandelier in the main area was gorgeous.
Even the architecture, they have everything like Disney engraved in it, and
it's little subtle things though too. It's not bam in your face.
Like the railings, remember the railings? There's Pluto and Goofy in them.
Yeah, and the metal work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was beautiful, and you could just see the excitement in the kids with our grandkids and stuff like that. Like Luca, who's the 5-year-old, he was really excited. And the funny thing is that he had no clue what to expect. None.
I don't know if he even knew who Mickey Mouse was before he got there.
Okay, so we talked about transportation. I think the ship layout was very easy to navigate.
Yeah.
It was just basic. It was a smaller ship. So I think it was pretty easy to navigate.
Yeah, I don't remember being lost at all. So
no. And we took the stairs a lot because the elevator's very slow and jammed. Yeah.
You'd be waiting. It's easier. We had to walk off whatever excess of ice cream we ate. Well, me anyways.
But it was easy. We were on the 8th deck, and we were midship. So we just walked up 3 floors or 4 floors, and we were at
Either
the
way,
buffet.
yeah.
And then 4 floors down for dinner and stuff like that. So I think we were in a good location.
Yeah, especially we came right up the stairs and we were right there.
Our room was right there, which is really good.
And if we got lost, it was easy. I just had to look for the margarita glass store. Every door had, 9 out of 10 doors had Mickey Mouse.
Oh my God.
Something Disney.
Yeah.
And then there'd be that one door that doesn't have anything. And then there's ours, Margaritaville.
Yeah, we had we had drink glasses, a parrot. We looked like the Jimmy Buffett fans.
People were thinking, they're on the wrong ship. They
were on the wrong
Margaritaville.
But that was something that kind of threw us. We weren't expecting to see the doors. Like, you go down the hallway and the doors were just packed with magnets. If you go on a Carnival ship or a like celebrity, people put magnets on the doors and people will like turn them around, like put them on somebody else's door. But we wrote notes to people because they had whiteboards. Yeah. So we would say hello from Canada or something like that. Happy birthday, yep. So that was kind of fun. I kind of enjoyed that.
It was nice to see the way they decorate the doors too. Everybody was unique.
It was family too, and that's what was really nice, I think.
Smith family. Then they had little, what do they call them, pouches for pixie dust.
Oh, the pixie dusting and fish.
And then people would leave candy
fish finders.
Yeah, fish finders.
I don't know what it was. I don't think they're called fish finders.
Something along
it was something fishnet or fish line or something. I can't remember what they called it. But yeah. So our room layout, initially our thoughts were it was kind of old looking. A lot of wood and things like that. The bathrooms, we had 2 bathrooms, so obviously room tours, everybody's seen a room on Disney for the most part, but you have one bathroom that has a sink and a toilet. Then you have the other bathroom, and we had a tub, and we had a sink. Initially, we were like, well, we don't like this, but then we really liked it because he could be in one area, I could be in the other, and
we're both getting ready at the same time. Actually, it was very easy. Yeah,
we really liked it. Bed was super comfortable.
Yes, I even went down to guest services and asked for the name of the bed and the pillows, and then the guest service rep was like, "So if I'm missing a pillow, I know who's got it." So every time I would see them, they would smile and say, "If you're missing one, you know who's got
it." Joe was worried they were they were thinking he was going to steal the pillows. But no, Joe is you're pretty picky about pillows and you really like these ones.
Well,
so
I think a lot of people, I mean, if it's not comfortable, you're not going to sleep well. And the bed was comfortable, the mattress.
Yeah, it was really comfortable. And I thought the room was pretty big. We had a fairly big couch. The balcony was nice. It was your average size. So room, I think, was fine.
The only thing I didn't like was the TV. It was small.
Yeah.
It was an LG. It must have been maybe 16, 20 inch. It wasn't big at all.
Yeah.
And it was off to the side. It wasn't straight across, where most of them now have it right where the bed is, straight across.
Yeah.
This one was off to the side by the sitting area.
But I think I think it worked, So
our room attendant.
Oh, he was phenomenal.
He was the things that he would come up with for towel animals.
Oh, the towel animals. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Every night I would come back to see, okay, what did he lay out for us? We had some pretty funny pictures.
Alligators.
Yeah.
He had one where it was like somebody reading a book.
Man.
Yeah, a man reading a book in bed. He just used whatever he could. He was fantastic.
He was really good. And very attentive. Like, just, he worked so hard. He really did. So, you did hear kids running up and down the hallway. Nobody walked on the ship. That was one thing it was like everybody was running everywhere.
Yeah, you had to constantly watch because you can they just run right in front of you or beside you, and if you don't not paying attention, you'll knock them over. But they were just having fun. I get that.
They were just kids and just having fun. And for the most part, I think the kids were really well behaved. I think they were. I didn't really see any
except for dinner time. That was always seems to be the long.
So let's talk about dinner. And one of our things that we talked about prior was the food. How we were excited to try the food, right?
And that was a big disappointment. we went to Paulo, the
That was
pay
good.
restaurant. That was
Oh my
the
God,
best.
Claudio,
Yeah, Claudio,
the
server,
server,
excellent, very good. The food was
phenomenal.
fantastic, but as far as the buffet, morning or lunch, they put the food under the heat lamps, but they put so much out that half of it's not under the lamps, so it gets warm real quick, and it's not as good.
Cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, we found the food to be cold. Even in the dining room,
yeah.
it was cold. And in the buffet, I think the thing that I was most disappointed with, it was seemed to be the same food
Pretty
almost
much
every day. It was pretty much the same food. And the buffet only stayed open till 2:30.
12:15 to 2:15.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was only a couple hours. So if you're coming back from a port at say 2:30, 3 o'clock, you're stuck going
Good
to
luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just going to flows like everybody else was, and hamburger, hot dog.
Pizza that was terrible.
Oh yeah,
Their
pizza that
pizza was terrible.
would get a 2 on Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews, if that. But yeah, and then we didn't pay to go on Disney to have hamburgers and
I
hot
just
dogs. Or,
that was something that really threw us because
Yeah.
we're used to coming back on a ship having somewhat of a buffet open. Yeah, we'd go to the grill every once in a while, but
not 4 days
but
in a
not
row.
almost every day we had to go to the grill because there was
Yeah.
nothing open. We did do breakfast at the Royal Court.
That was pretty good.
So that was good. But again, I get it. It's a sit down meal. But kids who are young do not do well on a 90-minute dinner. And service was slow.
It was because they
Yeah.
have
And it's not
everybody
their
coming
fault.
in, right. They have everybody coming in like at dinner time. Either you're in at 5:45 or 8:30, so
Yeah.
you get half the ship. Everyone's coming at the same time, so the servers are going as quick as they can. And they're great. They try to help. What
Oh
can we
my
do? What can
God,
we do
yes.
constantly?
Yes.
Our servers, fantastic. Avilton and Putu were
Putu,
excellent.
yeah.
They did a great job, and Oscar, the maitre
Oh,
d',
he was just
they would bring out
amazing.
fries right away, and
Yeah, they
and,
did whatever they
fruit,
could
yeah.
for the kids. But you have a almost 20-month-old and you have a 5-year-old. The 20-month-old, the first night all the nice dishes are around, he threw one of the dishes, and he's a kid, he's a little guy. So we just said to them, don't bring out any dishes, because it was like dishes were flying, food was
Bread
flying.
was flying. So they were doing as
Yeah.
best as they could, and I get it. And
Yeah.
and that's when I told them that maybe they should have two things: either have the buffet open so they could go for 10, 15 minutes, eat, where everybody's eating at the same time, because the kids would get their food, and by the time they took your order and brought you even your appetizer, the kids were done. They wanted to get out of there.
They wanted to get done.
So you really didn't enjoy any of the meals, except for when we
We
went to
found,
Paulo.
and so here's the huge difference when you're traveling with kids as compared to adults that cruise on Disney who do not have kids. It's a completely different experience, and we're specifically talking about us as a couple traveling with our adult children with grandkids. If I was an adult that was traveling on Disney, I think my experience would be completely different, because there were a lot of adults that did travel
Without kids.
and they stayed in the adult only section and things like that. So yeah, but I was really disappointed in the food. I really found that I had chicken schnitzel one night. It was cold and absolutely no taste. And I'm not going to make the server go back and get me another one. They're running ragged as it is. So I'm just was like, no, I'm fine. It's not like I need the food anyway.
But they definitely would go and get you other ones. If you want another one, or if you did like something, they would get you another one in a heartbeat.
You could have Mickey bars too, and that was really good. But Avilton actually went and got us pasta from Animator's Palette that we had that was so good. He actually went down there and got it for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice he did that for you.
Yeah. So they have a set menu every 3 nights, because there's 3 different restaurants. So you can have the same menu. If day 1 they have pasta, you could have it day 2 and day 3, because they're making it all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how we got that one. But even on lobster night, which I found very surprising, you can order more than one lobster. They'll make
yeah.
you 2, 3.
And they were big too.
Right, and they didn't have no extra charge for that, so that was a good
Yeah,
thing.
that was a very good thing. That's a good point you made, because that's not happening lately.
No, yeah, that's
and
fair.
the lobsters that you had on Princess and Celebrity last time, they were really little.
Really little. Yeah. These ones were very good. They came, they cut it, they took it out. It was excellent.
Yeah.
It really, really was.
So the next thing we had, or we were kind of worried about, was what were we going to be bored? Because there were times where the kids had to go down, and by 8 o'clock the kids were in the room. So the adults, the parents, were in the room too, because it was a big adjustment for the little guys. Like they are so out of their element. But at nighttime, Joe and I were pretty much on our own for the most part. And we went to the shows, which we really, really liked.
I would give them the best for the shows.
Yes, that was
3, 4 of them that were excellent.
I stayed awake through all of them.
Normally they're just the typical musical ones.
And I'm snoring.
Yeah, these were very, very good.
Yeah, we saw Aladdin, the genie. Oh my God, he made the show. He was probably one of the best characters I've seen.
He was.
He was really good.
He had everybody laughing. His quick sense of humor.
Yeah. And the comebacks, he was really good.
Yeah.
And then we saw Frozen, which was really good as well too.
Yeah, that's with that Olaf.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we saw Believe, which was strictly dedicated to like the Disney Cruise Line. That was really good. The genie was in there too, so that was really, really good.
Some of the other ones. It was a Ballo.
Who?
The bear, isn't it Ballo? Bello?
I don't know.
I don't know. What's the polka?
As you can tell, Joe is not a Disney fan. He has no clue. He thought everybody was Cinderella.
Yeah, actually, I did. They just thought they were Cinderellas with different.
Yeah, they were different.
Yeah.
So they had all the princesses out. And as a, grown adult, I saw the princess and got all emotional. I'm like, oh my God, there's Cinderella. Or, oh my God, there's Tiana. And they were just beautiful. Like, and to see the little kids dress up, like especially the girls.
Yeah,
they were all in their princess, and they were bippity boppity booed and stuff like that. It was so cute to see, like, the expressions on their faces when they had pictures taken, or when Mickey or Minnie came out. The people would wait a half an hour and the lines would be. That's what you did at nighttime, was wait in line to have your picture taken.
Every night. They had photos and they were lined up every night.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some game shows mostly for the family style.
They did.
And some adult ones later on in the night.
But we did find a couple nights, like, thank God the Leaf game was on.
Yeah, there was something to watch.
So there was something.
And they won when we watched.
Yeah. But at nighttime, really, the adults part didn't really start until a little bit later.
Yeah, it was after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So we went to the Tube, the bar that was there. We watched a couple good game shows there. That was fun. Funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they made it worth it until 11 o'clock. After that, it was just.
And then after that, we were like, okay, what do we do?
Yeah,
and we are not really big
they
bar
turned
people.
To karaoke's, things along those lines that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think overall we did good on the Disney cruise. It was overwhelming at times with the noise. Oh, the one thing I do want to mention is the main pool area. Holy cow. It was loud. Like the movie thing, the screen on there was just so loud. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, why does it have to be that loud? And I get it. People need to hear it. But for the most part, people are like in the pool, they're jumping, they're screaming and whatever.
Yeah, so you had to be very careful because, kids are running all over the place. And
our little guy fell and he split his lip. And on that pool deck, they have 3 steps going down, and they had a pool party or a deck party at night.
Yeah.
And they had the pool open. So we were trying to keep him contained, and he was dancing and I don't know if it was a sway of the ship or whatever. Anyway, the way he moved, he just fell right off the step. So that put the end to that. Yeah. We did go on the aqueduct.
Yep.
I got Joe on the aqueduct.
You did.
I wish.
She laughed the whole time.
I giggled the whole time. It was so much fun. You got to try it. And we had fun at Pirate Night.
Yeah, dressing up as pirates.
Yeah, that was good. And we watched the fireworks at sea. So there was a lot of good Entertainment. It was a lot of, there was a lot of good stuff on there.
And I did like too at dinner time you didn't have to dress up. Meaning,
Yes.
as long as you had like a golf shirt and a pair of shorts.
Yeah. That was
fine.
nice. It was casual.
Very relaxing.
We bought the wrong clothes.
Yeah, we brought too many
Pants
and things that we didn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could wear them, but nobody else is wearing them. And if I wear a suit every day, so that's the last thing I want to do when I go on vacation is having to dress up.
So answer me this, Joe. Would you go on another Disney cruise?
No. Maybe in about 5 years when the kids are older. In my opinion, I think there should be at least 8 or 9 to go. There's just
Or 5. I think 5 and up.
Even 5 is still a little hectic for them, and they become off of their routine. As they get a little older, it's a little better.
Okay.
So if it was just the two of us, would I go? Probably not.
Was it worth the money?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, service is great because they were the kids, but it's the same as, it's not, I didn't find it that much more than the other cruise lines we've been on. The food
definitely
average,
to me was not worth it.
Entertainment, top notch.
Oh, yeah.
That I'd give them.
Yeah.
Boarding process is the same as the other one, so that's good.
Even Disembarkation. And we'll put that as our vlog series will be coming up on that. Embarkation was pretty. We did the transfers. That was pretty easy too.
That was easy as well. Yeah. So I mean, it's great if you're into Disney. Everybody wears Disney something.
Yeah.
Disney, Star Wars, the Disney brand.
Yeah.
And they're smart. They put out new stuff the night before you're leaving, so you pick that stuff up after you bought the other stuff that was out the week before.
They did have a lot of variety in the shops. Like that was different compared to, let's say, Celebrity or Princess, where they have clothes and things like that. Disney is like somebody threw up Disney in all of their shops.
Yeah,
it was Disney everywhere, and we did shop. We did buy some things. One thing
to do is if you are going on a Disney cruise, bring a reusable bag because they charge you.
Oh yeah.
So we bought a dress. I forget the price, but still, they couldn't give you. Who carries reusable bags?
Yeah, so they will charge you for the bags. And the other thing that I would suggest is bringing a cup that to fill up with water. We brought a Yeti and stuff like that, but I would bring something that you can close the lid on instead of having a Yeti, because you can't travel with that. And we kind of made it just for the ship, but we should have brought something so that we could bring water off the ship. So that's something I think that we would do the next time is bring something like that.
And if you're into soda pops, it was didn't have the same taste as a can.
Yeah.
So if you're into Coke or Coca-Cola, meaning, it was very flat.
Yeah.
No matter where we tried.
But they had other stuff, and they had unlimited
water,
soda, and you could have soda at dinner. Like they would bring it for you.
For sure.
There was no charge for anything like that. The ice cream was really good.
The soft, ice cream. Yeah.
Joe loved it every day.
Every day, the chocolate vanilla swirl.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
They had other ones. They had chocolate vanilla, mango,
They had
mango chocolate.
They had banana too.
Banana, they had different flavors.
So they had different flavors.
Mango chocolate they had. So they had quite a bit. Strawberry one day. Mickey bars.
We didn't do the cake of the day.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
We forgot all about that because you can do that on room service. And so we totally forgot about the cake of the day, which we probably would have done. But we did go to the Cove Cafe.
Yeah.
So the Cove Cafe is a coffee bar, and you can get light snacks and pastries and things like that in the morning and then in the evening. And they would do these really cool designs of Disney characters on your cappuccino. So I thought that was cool. I took a picture of them every day. So it was quiet.
Yeah, it was very quiet in there.
We would hide in there.
It was for 2 cappuccinos after tax. It was about $11.
Yeah, it was $11 for 2.
And every 6th one you had bought was free.
Was free.
So after 5, the 6th one was free.
You know what, Joe? I wanted to mention that the adult space. That was something. Yes. So the adult space that had the pool in it. There was maybe 10, 15 loungers that were actually in the sun.
Yeah.
The rest of it was in the shade, which is fine, but it was a very small space. They had a very small hot tub that we went there the first night.
Yeah.
Didn't work. We told somebody, and he pushes the button and he goes, "Oh, no bubbles." And that was it.
Yeah, it was
it never worked the whole entire time. But there was also spaces forward. I think on the 14th deck.
13.
No, there's no 13. It was
Yeah,
14.
There's actually a 13.
Oh, they put a 13 on there?
There's a 13 on there. I took it.
I did not know. Anyway, forward, it's called the Satellite Pool and Bar. That was a very nice space. It was quiet. The pool in there is like, it's just like almost like a soaker kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you just sit in waterfalls on.
And that got busy too on sea days. So if you want somewhere quiet, again, you know, there's really limited spaces to go to if you want sun and a pool. So, but other than that, we just wanted to jump on here real quickly just to kind of give you our thoughts before we forget them. And it gets to be like a month later and we're like, dang it, I should have said this. So, but yeah, those are our thoughts on Disney. And again, it's just our opinion. But, you know, as a first-time cruiser on Disney, it was, you know, we were really looking at things, you know, trying to see it from a different angle. So, yeah. But,
bring your money. Everything is nickel and dime. Bring your
yeah. So.
The most likes the cash.
But other than that, have, you know, like this will be the end of the series. So that'll be at the end. So anyway, if you're traveling, travel safe and have a great vacation. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Have a great night.
Take care.